Well, Selhurst Park, this is it. It's goodbye. We had some good memories though, didn't we? Good times, good times. Remember when we beat Liverpool? Oh, and Manchester City. Oh, that were the days, weren't they? They were the days. What happened to us? What happened to us? I can't stay. I've got to go back home. But I'm sure I'll be back at some point to visit. I'll look forward to it. All right. Well, you look after yourself, okay? Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 3, Episode 9 of Brentford as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps. And today we have two big games. We start off against Dean Smith's Nottingham Forest, and then we play Manchester City, I think. It is Manchester City, both in the Premier League. And, well, we'll have a look at what's been going on in just a second, but European football is very, very much on the cards. But the big news is that we're back home. We're back in the Brentford Community Stadium. The expansion has taken place. We're up to 23,500 seats, give or take. Which is excellent. You can see that we've got top corporate facilities. The training facilities are good and improving, which is good. So it's good to be back home, isn't it? It is good to be back home. Selhurst Park was a great home for us. We had some good times there, but we're back where we belong now in Brentford. Now, it has been 2 games since last episode, so let's have a quick update of those, starting with the Premier League game against Southampton. We took the lead when Michelotti picked out Dan and sealed the points thanks to Scott McKenna. So this was a really, really good performance. We hit the post 3 or 4 times as well, but Dan got a nice goal, and then Scott McKenna with a good one from a free kick. We didn't have much possession, as you can see there, but the highlights were all ours. We obviously, we were hitting on the break. We looked dangerous. Marek Hamšík, Sodi still got what it takes. Do we offer him another extension? That's the big question, I think, isn't it? I'm not going to pay him 52 grand a week as a star player, but when we consider that Palaversa's only here on loan, whether or not we can get him back again, and also Mabry, I do wonder if just having that familiar body in midfield might be a good idea while we bet in whoever it is that comes in to replace Mabry and Palaversa if they don't stay. But anyway, that's for the summer transfer special. The next game was this was the first game back at the stadium as well, I should say. So a nice way to christen the new stands. All right, let's see how we did against Norwich. Fete up headed us to the 3 points. So this wasn't much of a game, to be honest, but we did just about shade it. I think we did just about deserve to win it. And Marek Hamšík, again, running the show for us in midfield, which was great to see. And Fete up, scoring for fun, it seems now, after a bit of a slow start at the club. Just really, really good, solid win, again at home. And if we have a look at the league table, you can see that we're sitting there in 6th. Now, what has happened while we were playing those 2 games is that Chelsea has become my new favourite team because what did they do? They drew with Arsenal, who are there, and they beat Everton, who are just below them. So that gives us now, with 3 games to go, we are 6 points clear of Arsenal, and we are 7 points clear of Everton. That tells you if we beat Nottingham Forest today, who are down there struggling a little bit this season in 15th, but if we beat them today, it essentially means that we will be in Europa League football. Ideally, we don't want Euro 2, we'd rather be in the Europa League. But if we beat Forest today, then we've essentially guaranteed it before we get to Manchester City, who's going to be a very, very tough game as they're in a tight... Look at that title race. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's where we stand, and hopefully it's looking a lot better now for European football, which is brilliant. All right, let's have a look at what we're doing here. We aren't the favourites for this game. We are away from home against the great man Dean Smith's team. They're an attacking, passing style of play. We can see his attributes there as a manager. Very, very good indeed. Let's have a look at the analysis report. We're expecting them to come out something like this. They do have some good players. Woodburn, Gylfi's in there as well. Fry at the back is a good player. Rico Henry, of course, who has been at both Warsaw and Brentford. He's sort of almost following our career path, isn't he? So they do have some decent players. Now we can see against Southampton when they lost their late goals late in both halves. Look at that. But they were a little bit compact perhaps. We might be able to get down the sides of them. There's their passing network and key passes there. And let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. It's Gunnarsson in goal. It's McKenna and Soleil at the back. It is Bogle down the right. Michelotti down the left. Garner, Hamšík, Farai and Mabry in midfield. It's Arp and Luca Bacchio up top. They are 2 sort of most consistent goal scorers. Dan is a little bit match fatigued for this one, so he doesn't feature on the bench. Raspadori comes in. You can see from Raspadori's recent form, he's absolutely killing it in the under-23s. Let's hope, if we do need him, he can carry that form into the Premier League. So here we go. Everybody is lining up as expected, which is nice. Bowen says do it for the fans. We've just been saying go out there and impress me the last few games, so let's keep going with that, albeit they were home games, not away games, so hopefully it won't make a difference. I should say too that we are going to be voting on the Viewers Player of the Year this episode in between the two games, so if you skip between the games, let's make sure you don't miss that. Because we've had the nominees, and thank you for everybody who did nominate players. Gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised. Oh, good save from Goodnartson. Arsenal's losing to Norwich. That nobody nominated Fete up, which I do think is a bit of a surprise, maybe a bit of an oversight. But, it's you guys' award. And, another good save from Goodnartson. I tell you what, on that form, Goodnartson maybe deserved a nomination as well. But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much here before we get to it. But, no nominees for Fete up at the time of recording. And I can't, someone nominates him now, it's too late. I can't go back. Here we go with Hamsik. A ball in. Oh, Luca Bacchio hits the crossbar. Is that goal regulation, referee? All right, let's give it another get creative here. We're looking motivated. We're sort of on top of the game. And let's see if we can create something. Goodnartson gets it out there for Soleil from the goal kick. Soleil gets it out wide for Bogle. Flicks it on. There's no one there, though, Bogle. Oh, what's happened there? The Nottingham Forest defence has fallen asleep. Luca Bacchio picks it up. He gets it back in field for Mabry. Back to Luca Bacchio. No, but Bogle should pick that up. Back to Mabry. Back out to Bogle. Maybe we need to look to exploit the flanks here. Bogle goes past his man. Ball in. Arp is there. It's headed away. And is it going to come up the other way? No, we should get to that comfortably. McKenna is there. McKenna goes back in field. Soleil. He's got Garner with him. He bypasses Garner for Hamsik. Go on, Marek. Good ball out there for Michelotti. Come on, Michelotti. What can he do? He's got two men on him. They're really trying to close us down here, but we're doing a good job keeping possession. Michelotti, cross in, back post at Bogle. And Jaden Bogle gives us the lead. He's sixth of the season. Michelotti with the assist. Wing back to wing back, and it is my favourite thing in the game when a wing back crosses for wing back to head at the back post. It's a wonderful goal. It was good. They were putting good pressure on us and we just kept pinging it around. It was really, really nice football. Michelotti got the cross in. Bogle attacks it at the back post. Goalkeeper's helpless and it is 1-0 to Brentford. And with Arsenal losing, I think this result would just about guarantee us Europa League football. Never mind just the European berth. I've played in that Europa 2 thing with Barla Town. But it was a long time ago now. I can't actually remember exactly how it works, but I think there's just more money in the Europa League, and it'll be a better quality of opposition as well. And of course, if you win Europa League, you could then get into the Champions League, and that's something that, as an English team, we could maybe look to do. We're going to have to say, don't get complacent out there. I'm not actually convinced we played that well, looking at some of these match ratings, but we did dominate the game. They didn't really create too much. Maybe just right at the start did they have something, but we're not doing too badly here at all. James Garner's not having a great game. We'll tell him a little bit more expected from you. A little bit more from you, please, Fete. And we'll get back out there. There's no point, I don't think, changing too much here. Farai's looking a little bit apprehensive. We do have Palaversa on the bench. If he's going to look apprehensive, maybe it's not one for him. Let's tell him to show some passion. Some of these match ratings here aren't great, so we're going to make the change. We're going to bring Palaversa on for Farai. We're going to move Mabry into the advanced playmaker role where he's a little bit more natural. Hopefully he's not going to look nervous for too much longer. And let's see if we can... We tell him to get creative. Try and take some nerves away with some creative juices. Nope, that didn't work either. Let's go back off of attacking. We've got a corner here. Hamsik knocks it in. Back post. It's there and it's up and it's gone in. Is it going to count? Is it going to count? It is. It's an own goal. It is an own goal. I think Fete Up's a little bit unlucky there. It looked as though it was on target to me. Let's have another look at this on the replay. Hamsik, good ball in. Up attacked it wonderfully. No, it was going wide. It was going wide and Goodnartson has helped us out massively there. It's 2-0 to Brentford and that should just about be that. Arp's not having a great time of things up there. Let's get Raspadori on. I'm curious to see how he goes. So let's get him on the field. As I said, he's been absolutely smashing it to pieces for FM20. It's hat trick after hat trick after hat trick. So he deserves a chance. We give him 10 minutes, Raspadori. Go out there and score a hat trick for me. Here we go. Jota bringing it forward. Can we get a foot in here somewhere, please, boys? Gylfi will be annoyed at that own goal, no doubt. Carvalho's out there. Can we get a block in? We can. Luca Bacchio's going to get to that. Can we get them on the break here? Bacchio's quick. Can he go past his man? He's inside there for Mabry. Mabry's in on goal here. Mabry, no. Just didn't quite fall for him. Defenders did a good job getting back and just didn't quite work out that one. We'll give him some more praise. Mabry's having an absolute nightmare out there. We'll just leave him on. He can endure that nightmare for a little bit longer, but that's a good win. 2-0 away from home. I think we did deserve that. Mabry's had an absolute nightmare though, hasn't he? Don't get complacent, boys, but that was pretty good. So quality finishing the difference at the City Ground. And there it is. We have qualified for the Europa League. Brentford will be going on a European journey next season. That is absolutely wonderful stuff. We've guaranteed ourselves a top 6 finish. Could we chase down Tottenham? It's a 4-point gap with 2 games to go. It's a big ask. We've got Manchester City next. We'll come back for that and see how we go. Okay, welcome back. It is Viewers Player of the Year voting time, and well, as I said earlier in the episode, we had 4 players nominated this season, so let's have a quick look in alphabetical order as to who the nominees are. The first nominee is Jayden Bogle, who this season had 6 goals, 5 assists, and an average match rating of 7.08. The second nominee is James Garner, the rock in midfield for us. He has no goals this season, 1 assist, and an average match rating of 6.89. Though I think his role on the team is maybe not the best defined by goals and assists. Scott McKenna at the back. 1 goal, no assists, and an average match rating of 6.94. The centre-back there, of course. And the last nominee is midfielder Ante Palaversa. 4 goals, 4 assists, and an average match rating of 6.90. Now, there is a link down the very top of the description below there. Click on that. I'll take you to a straw poll, and make sure you vote for your Viewers Player of the Year, and we will announce the winner at next episode's End of Season Awards. Alright, and here we go, off to Manchester City. We've won 3 in a row. It just goes to show you when we can have a settled team and we can pick sort of the same team, we really are a decent squad. Now, given that we're just qualified for European football next year, that could be a problem. But, yeah, it's really, really good to see us finishing the season so strong. Now, Spurs have already lost this game week. They've played their game, and they lost to Liverpool 2-0, which means if we were to beat Manchester City, we would be just 1 point behind them. We did beat Manchester City at Selhurst Park earlier this year. I think we'll do very well to beat them, though, now, given that they are in a title race and they have to win themselves to go back ahead of Liverpool. But there we go. Now, I thought what we do, obviously, at this point of the year with the Premier League winding down, it does mean that the Championship and League One has now finished. So a quick update on our next and former club. And Aston Villa have just missed out on the playoffs. So Holloway couldn't get them to the playoffs. I did check. He's not listed as insecure or anything. So he's going to at least get the start of next season. And we'll probably end up having to go there or get interviewed again and be rejected in December like we do every year, it seems like. December is just like the month that we get rejected by Villa, really. No, Merry Christmas to Aussie Villain. And if we look at Walsall, you can see there they got themselves into the playoffs. So they've lost the first leg against Shrewsbury 2-1. But in the end, they were quite a ways off automatic promotion. So hopefully they get themselves up in the playoffs. We'll sort of keep a track of that and see how they do. But Steve Bruce could not take them up automatically. But there we go. So that is how Villa and Walsall are getting on. But we're at Brentford, and let's have a look at what we're doing here. We're mission impossible almost against Manchester City. Still an Erik ten Hag coach team. Famous, of course, for that Ajax team that he so nearly took to the Champions League final. Adventurous, standard playing style. Quick look at the analysis report here. We're expecting this sort of a formation. There is some good players at this Manchester City team, as you would expect for a team top of the division. You can see their heat map there. To be honest, nothing particularly stands out about it. There's maybe a little bit of a gap between their centre-backs. But everything else there, it's kind of just standard, isn't it? There's no real obvious place to attack them. There's their passing network, their key passes. They get into the final half, into their half, but they're not worried, to go a little bit longer than perhaps a traditional Pep Guardiola Manchester City team would. And this is a team that we're going with. Now, with European football essentially secured, 5th and 6th doesn't make too much of a difference, I don't think. So we're gonna try a few young players out here and just sort of set things up for next season. So Gunnarsson continues in goal. We are going to give Suisi a game here. He's a very, very high potential, talented player. So we're going to give him a game and just get him used to, give him the first team football, basically. He's going to partner Soleil in defence. We've got our 2 Italians, Frenchmen there. Bogle and Michelotti will continue. We're going to give Dobson a game in this defensive midfielder role. He is a good player in this position. We're going to move Garner forward in midfield and give him a chance to play box to box. Apart from dribbling, he does have all the attributes for it. So we're going to give him a go with Farai and Hamsik. A reminder, of course, Palaversa is injured anyway. He's got a bit of a season ender there, but he was unavailable for this one. And I just don't see the sense in playing Mabry, given that he was poor last game anyway. But I'm not going to develop him for Manchester United any further, given where we were at. We're going to give Arp and Dan a game up front, see how they go, and we might give a debut to one of our young midfielders, the Scottish guys that we signed, Scott Quinn. Again, very, very high potential. He's been doing well in the under 23s, so we're going to probably give him a game off the bench and just see how he does. All right, and here we go. We can see the way that they are lining up, which is as expected. I have offered Marek Hamšík another year's contract. What are we going to say here? Come on, lad, just show me what you can do. The reason being for that is with European football next year, I just think he's going to be a useful player to have around. He is, of course, a team leader as well with the extra games in Europe, the 2 domestic cups. I think we're going to be paying him 38 grand a week and a few higher bonuses. So I think that's a good thing to do. He's finished the season strongly as a deep lying playmaker. He's doing a good job for us. So yeah, let me know what you think of that in the comments. But I think it's just a sensible thing to do, given that we are going to have that many more games next season, and we know that now. Here we go. Let's see, Manchester City 3 minutes in, and they are. Where's Brandt going? Go yourself, mate. Hooray! He basically did a lap of the field to shoot the... That's almost where he started off. All right, hang on. Stop making fun of Manchester City. You'll just anger them. Can we win that ball back? No, we cannot. Ball in. It's headed towards goal. Goodnartson's there. Claims it. And let's see what he can do here. Rolls it out to Soleil. Gets it wide there for Bogle. Bogle, I thought he was going to get caught in possession. Does okay, though. Soleil. Come on, boys. This is okay. This is good. Suisi, let's see what he can do. He does have good passing. He's shown it there to find Michelotti. Michelotti goes to take on his man. Can he do it? Oh, he does keep possession. No, he doesn't. I spoke too soon. He loses out. Is it going to end up being a Manchester City highlight? They've hit it early forward, and Tammy Abraham is there. Tammy Abraham sticks it wide. And maybe a little bit of a let-off there. Let's tell him to get creative. Madison. Oh, that is horrible defending. Guys, the guy in the blue shirt, England international, John Stones, you've probably heard of him. Unbelievable. No one's anywhere near him. Oh, that is absolutely woeful. Do we not have enough players on man marking, I wonder? That is... of all the ways to concede goals to Manchester City, that has got to be up there, doesn't it? Come on, boys, demand more. We've got a nervous-looking Dobson, a nervous-looking Garner. We could always try switching them around. Can Dobson... He could maybe go box-to-box himself, actually. That might be something worth trying second half. We'll give him a get creative. We haven't had a shot on goal yet. But to be fair, they haven't particularly done too much themselves. But, yeah, it's not been a particularly great half, has it? What we might look to do... I'm wondering if we need to switch to wingers and see if that would help us at all. Boys, come on. That's... you're taking the piss just ever so slightly there with that performance. Suisi on a booking. Watch your step, please, mate. Let's try Dobson box to box. He can do that. We'll stick James Garner back in there. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. Scott Quinn, where would he... Is he a defensive midfielder? What are you, Scotty? What are you? Can we click on your name, please? There we go. He is a Mazzella, a deep-lying playmaker. I disagree with a deep-lying playmaker with composure of 8, mate, but that's fine. Box to box, no, not with finishing a 5. A ball winner, no, you're not that. I don't know what you are. I've never really used a Cariello. I wonder if that's what he is. Anyway, we'll give him. We won't bring him on just yet. We'll give these guys a chance to react. I do think maybe with Potter and Luca Bacchio on the bench, it might be worthy of perhaps switching over to wingers at some point here. We've done a decent job shutting them down. We just haven't created anything. So let's do that. Let's go to wingers. Is it this one? Yes. So let's take off. We'll give Dobson the game. Hamšík as captain. Farai's having a nightmare. So let's get him off. Let's get Potter on. Or do we want to play Dan? No, I want to train Dan as a striker. So let's get Potter on there. Luca Bacchio on there. Arp hasn't done anything anyway. And I want to give Quinn a game, so maybe we give him a game for Dobson. Let's do that. Let's give him a game for Dobson. Can Quinn just... No, he can't just sit in there. Let's try him as a Cariello. Let's see what happens there. Let's get Hamšík forward. Garner sits in, and there we go. That's our 3 changes done in one go. And we'll just see how it goes. We really don't have anything to lose. As I said, we're we're guaranteed 5th or 6th. Doesn't really make too much difference. There'll be a little bit of money difference, obviously. I think Tottenham are at home to Norwich on the final day. So even if we were to win this and be a point behind them, the chances are they're not going to lose to Norwich at home. I wouldn't have thought. And we're 2-0 down as Tammy Abraham buries the header. That's a little bit disappointing. It's another simple goal, really, isn't it? Michelotti's done okay there. He's got it away, more or less. Is that the same? Is that the Anthony guy that used to be at Everton and always score against us? Yeah, he's just got in between the two defenders. It just all looks a little bit simple there, doesn't it? We don't need to see offside. It wasn't given, so it doesn't particularly matter. We've got another free kick to defend here. And we look an absolute shambles from a free kick all of a sudden. Boggle's picked himself up a booking. And we've come to Manchester City, and we've given a decent account of ourselves defensively, I'd say. We've conceded 2 silly goals. We haven't really done anything getting forward. Are we going to see something from us now? Potter, infield there for Hamsik. He goes back out wide there for Bogle getting forward. Can he get across into the box? Where's Dan? It's there for Luca Bacchio, and just over the bar. Decent, though. Decent. Do we want to change anything about the way we're playing here? Let's not exploit the flanks. Let's take... I probably should have checked this before I just sent us back out. That's all fine. That's all fine. We'll just take it off, exploit the flanks. Let's give it a get creative. Suisi over a free kick. We'd probably rather the centre-back be in there. It's headed away. And we do have some players back, so that's good. Quinn. Oh, look at that. What a tackle on debut that is. Soleil. All the way back there for Gunnarsson. He goes wide there for Suisi. Suisi forward to Ghana, to Soleil. Gets it forward, looking for the wizard. Potter brings it down nicely. In there for Quinn. Quinn gets it wide. Oh, you can see it. He just got caught between whether he was going for the wizard or Bogle, it looked like. And Tammy Abraham's in again here. And Tammy Abraham draws a good save from Gunnarsson. And maybe that high line is just haunting us a little bit there. Yeah, I mean, it's not been a great performance. This one has it. Hit praise then, didn't I? What an idiot. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. If they score from this, maybe we just need to praise them more often. They're just craving the praise. Garner exchanging passes with Suisi in there for Hamsik. We're binging it around nicely. I like this. Forward, looking for the wizard. Finds him. Bogle on the overlap. He finds him. Where's Dan in the middle? Bogle. Can he get past his man? Can he get across in? Goes back in for Quinn. Back to Bogle. I tell you what, Quinn as the Cariello's looking okay in there. I don't hate that role. We may have learnt something from this game. He's just finding some space, isn't he? So that's maybe something we could consider with other midfielders. Doesn't have to be Quinn, but he's a high potential player, so it could be a good one. Here's Luca Bacchio getting into the box. Luca Bacchio, back post. Wizard's there. It's down for Quinn. To Dan. Dan! Oh, Dan! He's offside anyway, I think, perhaps. But we're looking okay since we took it off exploit the flanks. I do think it works better looking for an overlap, but not necessarily exploiting the flanks. That's something I've kind of picked up through FM20. Can we get a block in here? 3-0 I think is a little bit harsh on us. Brandt headed towards goal. That's over the top. And we've just got stoppage time to go here. Can we get ourselves a goal? I think we've been probably worthy of a goal this second half, but it's not going to come. It's 2-0. And, well, 2 silly goals really, wasn't it? What do we say? We're really not happy with that, boys. You should have done better. So Manchester City go top of the Premier League. They did outperform us. Quinn makes his debut, and a decent debut it was as well. I thought he looked quite lively in there, spoken positively. I don't know why I'm doing this on camera. But there we go, a quick look at the league table, and that is essentially season over for us. We are going to finish 6th. It's an improvement from last year, which is excellent. We're in European football for next year, which is amazing. The Europa League as well, so we're not going to get stuck in that other thing, which is great. And we've beaten Arsenal, which is nice. Not the first time this week I've been happy about beating Arsenal. Go Villa, come on, what a win that was. But there we go, we will be back next episode for the final game of the season against Leeds United. Don't forget to go and vote for your who you think has been our player of the season. Down the description, you'll see right at the top, you'll see the link to go and vote for that. Next episode, we'll have our end of season awards, our goal of the season competition. And if you want, is any players you want to see in the final game, let me know in the comments, and we'll give them a run out against Leeds. Because as I said, it doesn't mean anything that we're coming 6th. So until next time, guys, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.